we are live. I was hoping you were going to come back on screen because I noticed you were shifting a little bit. So, well, we got a couple of people in the chat already. Let's say hi to them. Mike Kretzer, thanks for stopping on over. I know you guys were just in Dixon Pickens live chat also. Nakoma Fines, how are you? Not sure who else is here yet, but those are the two so far. And as you look at the banner down below.
Oh boy.
Look at that. It actually worked. It actually worked this week.
Yay. Hey, Dave and Lori. Woohoo.
How are you guys? Thanks for stopping by. Zoe's here. I think I said her name wrong last time. So D-Max here.
D-Max. Woohoo.
E-Bliss. I'm going to give you the wrench so you can drop your
and Ed.
Yep. Ed the reseller just stopped over from Dixon's. What do you hey, no 4 minutes. Oh no, not this time. No. I actually hit the go live button this time. So it only happens every so often. But Derek's here.
Woo-hoo.
And there's Zoe's chat. So I wasn't gonna bring him on yet. I was gonna let him sit back there for a little bit more. Just because he's your teammate. So
I know.
So I'm gonna let you introduce the guest since he is your friend.
Okay, but you'll pop him on the screen because I don't have any control of that. Okay. As I said just a few minutes ago, I was telling Chuck that I'm going to introduce him as the one, the only, back road bidder, Chuck.
Hey, everyone.
Zoe. Yes. Hi, Zoe. And hi, Chuck.
County Picker.
My teammate. Woo, woo, woo. Midwest is going to smoke them. Woo.
You're very confident.
I am. I have faith in you, Chuck.
In me?
Yeah.
You're carrying the team.
You and I, man. Yes. So should we talk about our challenge or are we going to talk about other stuff?
Give it a little bit.
You don't have 4 minutes of blank screen, so, we can talk so much more.
I know. Well, that's the thing is, and I don't know if you've ever done a live by yourself, Chuck. It's so weird doing live, like when there's nobody there to talk to. Everything's so quiet.
Yeah.
So I started the countdown. I was doing the live, and I started the countdown, and I sat there, and it ended, and I started talking. Like nobody was responding. I'm like, what's going on? And my wife texted me, and she said, "It says it's waiting on you." And I looked up there, and it still said go live. So.
Were you actually talking?
Yeah, I talked for 4 minutes to myself.
That's all right. No, I've never done it by myself.
Thanks for stopping by, Early Bird Picker. I'm going to toss you a wrench also. I think everybody has a wrench in the chat. Feel free to drop your links to your channel. There are some new names in here, so we do thank you for stopping by. Early Bird Picker was just in Dixon's Pickens chat, too. That was his first live.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw Upstate Picker, right? Upstate Picker was on Johnny's show this morning.
Yeah,
Yep.
see here.
I think Johnny and all of us just like opened up a whole new world to that poor young man.
I know.
Okay,
did he just hit 100? Is that what it was? He's a little over 100, I think.
I don't know, but he is growing very quickly, which is a good thing. He's got some good material. I was working on my video tonight, and I was like, I don't know how people do this.
See, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, how are you going to get your video edited so quickly before next Monday?
I got this. I'm learning very quickly. I just have to figure out how to do it just a little bit even more faster.
Michael hears it.
Oh, someone's running YouTube in the background. You have an echo. Okay, my phone does not have YouTube on.
I don't either.
How about you, Chuck? Are you the guilty one?
I'm not. I got nothing.
Let me shift my microphone. Maybe that's it. How's that sound?
You might have fixed it.
I might fix it. I might have to keep the microphone. See, so it was you.
I think. No, we still got an echo. All I've got open now is StreamYard, and that's it.
But now the echo's you, though.
Ooh.
I moved my mic, so maybe that worked.
I was going to say, I don't hear it now.
You guys still hear the echo? Oh, Zoe says she doesn't hear the echo.
No, I just heard it a second ago. And you'll have a podcast soon. I don't know what we're going to name it. Boring in Iowa. We can listen for the corn to grow. There is an echo.
But I only hear you echoing now, though.
Oh, great. Thanks.
It was me. I fixed me, though. Chuck's just sitting there like, I can't believe I came on this show.
I know. Well, I don't know. Do you want me to try getting off and trying to come back on?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to do that, do I just X out StreamYard and then click back on the link? Okay.
That works.
Because I'm technologically inclined. Nobody go away. Don't run away from me.
That was a good first live, Dixon. Marcus. The first item up for auction is that red tie that Chuck's wearing.
Yeah.
You put that on just for you guys.
I'll even autograph it. It's a Van Heusen. I think that's J.C. Penney brand right there.
Could be.
Swanky.
I'm gonna leave this chat highlighted for Angie because that might be the issue.
Oh. I'm sure it's her fault.
Probably. I was just blaming on her because she's out there in the middle of nowhere, so. So how much did you get listed so far this week?
Oh, God, I don't know. I did about 10 today.
Okay.
Is today Monday?
Yes.
I got 10 done this week.
I start my listing week on Sunday. I do Sunday to Saturday is what I kind of do. Oh, wait, she's here. She's probably like, why doesn't he let me in? So here's the thing. Somebody said turn your PC volume down or the volume on your phone.
I don't have anything on for my phone.
It actually sounds good now.
No, I heard a little bit of an echo.
I don't know.
Or not. Maybe not.
Is the corn rustling song or what? I gotta attack you guys early because I know I'm getting attacked here soon. So
well,
maybe the
me and Chuck are gonna clean house, man. The Midwest is gonna rock it.
Ed said maybe the phone's volume is loud. My wife's watching from upstairs.
Are your kids watching?
My kids are sleeping. So
okay, good.
See, because you guys don't have weird time. My kids go to bed at 8. So
hi, Raina.
Hey, yeah, I list daily too. And so hold on, since we have the whole, how much did you list last week, Angie? We forgot to start out with that.
Okay, here's the thing.
Here's a thing. Here comes a thing.
First of all, I had a family emergency on Friday. I know that doesn't help the rest of the week, but I actually dug into my Commodore 64 today, even though I could not find a video to save my life. I had sold a video for $11 and I searched through everything I had probably 3 times. And then I finally went to the reserve eBay inventory and I found it. So then I finally jumped into my Commodore 64 stuff and I am like, wow, I've got a lot of money there.
We're out of the planning phase on the Commodore 64. We've moved up to the staging or?
No, I actually listed Frogger 2 and Geos, which is the operating system. But to be honest, it's shrink wrapped. It's brand new, still in the package. So I almost feel like that's a negative because I just have a picture of it shrink wrapped. You know, front, back, and the side to prove that it's shrink wrapped. Where everybody else has, this is the program, this is the manual, this is that. And I'm like, new old stock, yeah.
So how many did you list?
About 20.
That's not bad, though. So you know how I said my goal was 50?
17 or 18 or something like that. You know, 20-ish.
My goal was 50. I listed 83. But they were all, but they were all, I don't know, they were easy listers. And that was only 2 days worth, though.
Very good.
Yeah, so I'm happy with that.
Since last Monday? In the last week?
So Sunday through Saturday, I listed 84 things. Or 83 things. Zoe said she shipped 9 packages today and actually found everything. And it's funny.
Oh, I'm impressed, Zoe.
Commonwealth Picker said, "Did you know how they say returns come threes?"
Mm-hmm.
Yep, sure as can be. That's what happened to me today. 3 returns in the same day.
I had the weirdest thing I even got on Philly Flipper's show at lunch. So I sold this collector's American Indian doll, and it's one of those that you find at Goodwill all the time, but it was brand new in the box. In fact, my picture still had the bubble wrap on it because I wanted to show that it was like new. So I sold it with an offer of $30. I had it listed for $36. So I was excited that I sold it. Then all of a sudden the guy says, "I don't have the right address." So I'd heard all the horror stories, and I said, no, you got to change it in your profile. So I canceled the sale. I didn't even give him a chance. I said, "I'm going to go ahead and cancel the sale so that you can go ahead and fix it." And sure enough, like 2 hours later, he come back and said, "I changed the address. You're all set to go." But he bought it at full price. Plus, I told him I was going to change the shipping to like UPS. And he didn't even give me a chance. He paid for priority mail. So he paid $76 all in for this, for a doll that I got at Goodwill for $7. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. Hi, Larry.
I just gave you a wrench, Larry. Feel free to drop your link if you have a YouTube channel. So
Chuck needs to tell us about himself. Chuck, introduce yourself.
Yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm the back row Chuck. I'm a Taurus. I enjoy long walks on the beach and holding hands and listening to careless whispers in the dark.
So where are you actually at? You're not in Iowa, right?
No, Wisconsin. I'm a stone's throw.
You're a cheesehead.
Yeah. I'm in southwest Wisconsin, so I'm a stone's throw from Iowa.
Okay. Mm-hmm. After I get past Ohio, I'm not sure what's all over there. So.
You'll see in my video that it only took me 10 seconds to get to him. I did one
Wild West out there.
What's that?
It's the Wild West.
Yeah. It actually took me 2 hours to get to him, but nobody wanted to see corn after corn after corn after corn. River, more corn, and then Wisconsin. It would have been boring stuff.
I disagree.
D-Mac, do you have another new video? Are you just getting back from Niagara Falls? I think that's where he was.
So how popular are cheese curds out there?
Oh, we have another meal.
And you have to leave them out. Does anybody know that that's the secret to squeaky cheese curds? You don't refrigerate them for the first 48 hours.
Room temperature.
Really?
That's right.
Well, that's unless they're deep fried, of course.
I hope my wife's listening because somebody brought us a bunch of cheese curds back from over in the Amish country out in Ohio. They were really good, and my wife left them out on the counter. I was like, "I'm not eating those." I threw them away. I didn't know that.
You threw cheese curds away?
Yeah, because they sat out. Because here, you leave stuff out like that, you're not eating it.
Right.
You're gonna get sick. Right. So I just shipped plastic headlight covers from a lawn tractor. That's nuts. Hey, when in doubt, part it out.
Yeah, but no, read what he said though. $72 total.
Yeah.
So that's shipping.
Yeah, shipping's outrageous.
But it
depends on where you're going, and if you think about it, like for me to ship out to the West Coast is just outrageous. But if somebody's in the middle of the U.S., the shipping to each coast is going to be about the same. It's going to be cheaper too.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
But then eBay gets more. So if you have $40 of shipping and your product's only $20, the total of $60, they get $9 of it instead of, 15%.
They're getting their money every which way.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
And that's why even if you charge free shipping, you're still getting charged your fees on that shipping anyway.
Right.
I hate that. I don't do free shipping. It's just I felt like I've gotten burned on it over the years. So even on like the buttons that I ship, it's funny. I stopped at the post office today, and the lady, she put it on the scale, and she's like, it barely even registered.
Dave, you got to come to I-80 Truck Stop. Anybody that's on this video, if you've never been to Iowa, you have to check out two things.
Now this
you have to check out
good.
Field of Dreams. In fact, they're having a baseball game there next month, I think. Is it the Dodgers and White Sox? Is that right?
So have you guys? So I'm guessing you guys have watched League of Their Own.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So they're actually coming out with a new TV series about it. I guess I think it's the guy from Parks and Recs. Guys, his name's drawing a blank now. But they're coming out with a TV series of. Well, they are actually filming it in the town next to me.
Oh,
where's the Cheese Castle?
I don't know, but we drove past. They were building a baseball field in the middle of town. Like they have they have the old bus from the movies. It's pretty. I might do a video on it too. Oh wait, it was global shipping.
Oh, there you go.
So that's why it was so hot.
What did Larry just say?
Lego Man of the Midwest.
Hey, Brandon.
Brandon?
I found a vintage Vivitar 110 camera today, new in package.
No.
How does that happen?
$100. Nice
score. Yeah. So it's 100%.
Mike, where are you at? Like what part of town? Yankees and the White Sox. Yes. Yep. Wisconsin somewhere.
Well, that game was supposed to be played last year, but because due to COVID, they canceled it. So.
Your game and where you're at?
No, the one out where the Field of Dreams
in Iowa.
Yeah, it was supposed to be played last year, but
he's
in southern Wisconsin.
Ooh. Well, we need to talk about doing a meetup, Chuck, as far as like a whole Midwest meetup. I think we got a lot of people that I didn't know about anyway. Or did you guys just have one?
No.
I know you got together with Johnny, but
right. No, we meet up with Mike and Amber once in a while, and then Johnny now a couple times. But no, I've never been to. We've never had like a meetup. We could do that.
We actually.
Oh, that's right. I remember now, Mike. That's right.
AC Picker. We were chatting Saturday night. We were thinking about doing a reseller get together here in Pittsburgh because with Pittsburgh, it's almost central to. There's a lot of people around here, even in Ohio and out to Illinois and stuff like that. So maybe we'll do something like that.
Yeah, well, you'll want to console yourself after Chuck and I take home the trophy next week, right?
Well, no, we're gonna do it just so Paul can come out here and we can share it. So
let's see. So the patch, I Build-A-Bear. No way! Wow.
I don't even know what a patch I Build-A-Bear is.
Did she forget the decimal point, or is that?
I know,
right? No way. That's crazy.
I gotta look this up.
That is fantastic.
Nice job, Zoe.
No, she's saying Flippin' Fiasco did. Zoe's talking about somebody else did that. But still, that's amazing.
That ain't no Flippin' Fiasco. That's fabulous.
That's a fabulous Flippin' Fabulous or Fabulous Flippin'. Something like that. Yeah. So this challenge, I don't know where Paul is tonight, but the challenge is simple. Since you've already accepted it, Chuck.
I like simple.
You're going to go into Goodwill or a thrift store of your choosing with your GoPro, with your recording device, whether it be your phone or your GoPro. You're going to go in and you're going to either set your timer or start recording so that everybody knows what time you started. And you have 30 minutes. 3-0. Wait. Go the other way.
It's backwards.
Is that right? Yeah, whatever. Right. 30 minutes. So you have 30 minutes to find 3 items. You can pick any 3 items you want.
So can I pick up 10 things and it's the best 3? I mean, if I happen to find 10.
I don't care what you do or how you do it, as long as when you check out of the store before you do your comps. That's how Philly Flipper even did it. He bought like 4 or 5 things and he's like, I can't decide. And then at the end of his video, he said, okay, these are the 3 things I've chosen. And then he looked up his comps.
Okay.
So what you're saying is if I go in there and buy 6 things, I have to pick 3 of those after I leave to be my 3 items.
Before you do your comps, you have to decide on your 3 items. So I just started my meetup video from Wisconsin today. Does that count, Brandon? I know, and that was actually sooner, but Chuck made me look bad because he got his video up, and I thought, oh, I better get mine. Did you make a video, Brandon? Anyway, so you got three items in 30 minutes, and you cannot comp. What was the other thing? Oh, and the twister that I thought was kind of cool is if it sells before before the following Monday, you get double credit. So let's say you pick up a putter or a golf club of some sort, and it's worth $100, but you list it for $75 to get it to sell faster. You actually get credit for $150 rather than the $75. Or even if it comes at $100, but you sell it at $75, but you sell it before Monday when we get together again, then you get credit for $150. Does that make sense?
If it makes sense,
that's too much math. What?
I get it.
Okay.
I'm in.
Okay. Any other questions? Oh, and I haven't decided on a trophy. I was kind of thinking there's these big cutout wooden pieces of corn. I thought that could be the trophy, and we could sign it on the back and write each person who wins what. But that might be a little bit
corny.
Yeah, it might be a little corny. Yeah, something like that. Anyway.
So Ed has a question. What backpack do you recommend for the GoPro mount? The one I have wasn't great since the angle was to the side. I used the one. I just got mine about a week ago from them. It was actually the biggest one they sold, which was, let me just tell you, thing's huge. I probably should have went to the middle of the road one, but I like because it has the mount already built into the chest strap to the straps. And it seems like because with the GoPro 9, it stabilizes your image even if it does shake to the side, so everything stays straight. So I like the actual GoPro book bags.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Yeah, they sell them on their site, and if you're because when I bought my camera, they signed me up for a year with their package. I got the book bag was it was actually really cheap. And as you can see, I got a shirt too. But
nice.
It's beautiful.
Okay, Chuck, so tell us the most expensive item that you've ever sourced. So, like, what should I look for next week that you're going to win with?
Oh, see, that's a problem right there. That's why we're bread and butter people here. We don't find the big home runs. We find all these, 1,000 little items.
Right.
I sold a CPAP machine once, and I got a few hundred for that. I don't know. I don't know what I've sold. I don't remember.
Here's the problem with this challenge, though. So it starts really tonight.
Yep, starts tonight.
But none of us can source tonight because by the time we're done, everything's closed. So you're really going to have to...
I can't go into my eBay eBay inventory with my little GoPro.
Cheating. That's cheating.
I know. So see, now you're already trying to cheat on us. But
I was just trying to figure out the rules. That's all I was trying to do.
I got a bunch of pewter figures that are going to sell. But
you mean the ones we haven't listed yet? Don't you have to list them in order to get...
I haven't got those yet. But
I'm pretty sure. Didn't you say that you were going to list those this week?
I did, but I just decided to list other things to get to my number 83. But
okay.
He's busy.
Okay, so Chuck.
So we got to go sourcing tomorrow or Wednesday to have time to edit the video, to get it up, and to get it listed. So for the part timers on this show, it's going to be a little bit difficult.
I got total confidence. Oh, I didn't tell you the cool part too. Okay, we are going to combine the scores. So if you're dud and Philly Flipper does awesome, then it's a total between the team, which makes sense because
I'm not worried
what's the point of having a team if you don't? What's that?
I'm not worried about it now then.
Yeah, because you think Philly Flipper's going to carry you? Give me a break.
I think
Philly Flipper's got a team of employees working for him.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's called Hammock.
hammock. He's got his cousins working. He's got like a whole tribe.
So Chuck, tell us what you do besides reselling.
I like to. You mean like for a job?
Like, are you a cop? You're a cop? Is that what you are?
Like Starsky and Hutch.
A what?
Like Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah.
I drive a Ford
detective.
I love Starsky and Hutch. I work for a local university 9 months out of the year. I run a testing center for students that need special testing, and then I also run certification tests for engineering students and teaching students so that they can start their careers once they graduate.
Nice.
So what is your
where's your favorite? Where's your favorite place to source?
Live auctions, state auctions.
I knew that.
That's what I love.
Except for when you're getting bid against me.
I don't mind. I don't care.
That was so much fun.
It was fun.
There's an auction in the neighborhood on Saturday here, like 15 minutes from my house. And I'm like, I shouldn't go source, but you know how that is.
You should.
Hey, look, I'm going to sell this glass, and then I'll have room for a whole bunch more inventory.
So what's your bread and butter that you like to pick up?
I do a lot of, and I don't want to offend anyone, but I do old lady stuff. I do vintage Tupperware. I do Pyrex. I do old linens, tablecloths, and tea towels, and all the stuff that the Amish people are buying at the auctions. That's what I'm buying too.
Hey, Tupperware is a game changer.
Yeah,
it's. I mean that estate sale I went to on Friday. I mean, if it wasn't for, and it was weird because the lady was like, "This is Tupperware," and it's like, oh, I know, that's why I want it. She's like, "You do know it's Tupperware?" I'm like, "Yes, just give me a price." Like, because that was the only thing there. They advertised it as huge, but it only had maybe 20 things. So,
Mike, I'm with you. When it says that there's an auction and I get a YouTube notification, I literally have to say, okay, I'm going to go do some work now. Because if I go to a YouTube auction, I generally will buy something. So the online auctions are just too. And Woo's Tom Cruise, his auctions are so reasonable. I mean, you can find room to flip the item, even though.
I bought something off of Dante when Prison of Profit did his 24-hour sale, his live auction. I bought video games off of somebody who was on there, and I actually sold both of them already. So it didn't make a huge profit, but made it a little decent profit. Thanks for joining, James.
Hey, James, how's it going?
The problem with Tupperware though is that every auction has Tupperware, and then you get there and you find out it's some Cool Whip bowls or something that they washed out. It's like, this isn't Tupperware. You said Tupperware.
And it's funny. I bring home the Tupperware, and my wife's like, "That's not vintage." I'm like, "But it's still going to sell.
It'll still sell, yeah."
Especially the stuff we picked up on Friday. It looks like it was those camping trays they call them.
Yep.
And there's like 20 of them, and they look brand new, like they've never even been used.
Nice.
And I mean, I got them for. The lady said that she said something like $2 a piece. I probably got them for a little bit cheaper, but they're all like the same color, so I will make money. I actually just took the pictures. I was editing before we started the show, so.
Hello, James.
I see that Greg said that the Goodwill in Minnesota has awesome stuff on their online auctions. I actually sold my first winter item today. It's a damper. Chuck, do you know what a damper is? I mean, us northern state folks, we have a wood stove, and it was supposed to be a heat catcher. So when the pipe comes out of the wood stove, it was supposed to be like a fan that would move the heat back out into the living room. And they sent us a damper by accident. So the damper is just the part that shuts off the smoke and the heat so that it doesn't move quite so rapidly. And anyway, so we got it for free because they sent us the wrong part, and I put it up on eBay. That was one of the very first things I listed when I started doing eBay again in April, and it finally sold today for about $3 under the asking price. But
Yeah, most of them are this one.
Oh, nice. Yeah, those are great for a
There's
picnic.
there's like 18 of these ones and a couple other colors. So.
Oh wow, those will be big money. Big money, not big
Well,
money.
I was like, should I sell them in like sets? But I'm like, no.
I would say 6 at a time,
No,
4 or 6 at a time.
One at a time. If you want to buy multiples, they'll do the quantity picket. That's what I'm
gonna do. Are you gonna give a discount though? That like if they buy 3, then they get how you can set it up for quantity.
Honestly, no? I've never done that. And usually, what I'll do though, if somebody wants like 6 of them and they want to make me an offer, I'll listen to it. And that's something that I thought of the other day. All my items are buy it now or best offer. So if I go to somebody's item and see best offer, that to me that means, hey, they're willing to take less than what they have it listed for.
Right.
So why do people hit buy it now all the time? Make an offer.
I don't get very many people that buy it now.
Oh,
I usually get the offers.
Mostly every one of my auctions, people hit the buy it now. I usually never get offers anymore.
Really?
Yeah, she did call you that, Michael. So.
Oops.
It's the corn.
I keep hearing the corn growing, so I can't. My brain is a little foggy.
I used to.
Okay, Chuck. So how many kids do you have, Chuck?
3 kids.
Chuck's our guest. He's supposed to be telling us about himself.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I got 3 kids. Only one still at home. So I have to abuse him regularly because my last chance.
There you go.
But my oldest is in California for a bit. She's finishing up her master's degree. My middle child is going to be a sophomore in college. And then we got he just turned 15 like yesterday, is my baby.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, in Wisconsin, that means they can drive.
We started driving before that. I want him to know how to drive before.
Well, of course. Yeah, because you're in Wisconsin. You got all those back roads and run over those poor people that are walking.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
I was coming home from somewhere the other day, and I was out in the middle of nowhere, and sure enough, on a gravel road, there was somebody walking.
You run over an Amish person, they'll pop right back up. They're made out of different material.
I am staying out of this.
I like going
to you. They'll be like, "Oh,
I
sorry."
like going out I like going out to Ohio and seeing the Amish out there because it's like I don't know, they're always so nice.
I actually went to 2 Amish garage sales on Saturday, and I got some really, really cheap Tupperware, and I got really, really cheap collectibles, and I could not believe the words that come out of this cute little Amish lady that she was like, "I'm not gonna sell that." I'm like, whoa. And it wasn't like, on a scale of 1 to 10, it wasn't the worst word, but I'm not going to say it because this is a made for children show. So anyway, but my point is that I was like, they're just like everybody else. They get unhappy and all that.
So there's why you called him Greg. Yeah.
So what's that? It's a running joke with Ella.
A weird girl named Greg? That would be a weird girl.
I remember her saying that now because, I remember her saying that on the show, and I was like, wait, did she just really say that? And yeah, Amish.
I say
light bulbs.
Nope, no light bulbs for sale. No, but they did have a. They had several brand new horse decorations, but they were pretty expensive. And I said, my daughter loves horses, but I'm not paying $15 for a horse decorated garbage can. And it's one of those little tiny office. I was like, that's even worse than eBay prices.
Also, guys, remember to drop your links in the chat. Everybody has a wrench, so hopefully we can get you guys some more subscribers and get you to your goal faster. I'd really like for somebody to hit their goal on our show.
Well, I'm getting there. I'm 44 away from 100.
So it's funny you say that. It was like when we hit 100, we hit 100 like 4 times. We kept going above it, then drop it below, and
Well, I am crawling up like 3 or 4 at a time, and I stay there. So I would much rather do that than to go up 10, down 10, up 10, down 10, up 10.
I agree. So what is your goal, Chuck, by the end of the year for your YouTube?
By the end of the year, I hope I have over 1,000 by the end of this calendar year. I'm not sure I'm going to get there, but because by next month I will have been doing it for a year, and I'm not even at 500 yet, so I'm not doing something right.
Yeah, I think I set our goal. Well, my wife said about 700, and I kind of agree with that. So I'd like to be at 700 by the end of the year, but we only started in February, so.
Well, you're growing really fast. I mean, you're growing at like 20 a week, easy, 20 to 25 a week.
Let's hope it keeps going.
So, Chuck, what's your favorite thing to list? What do you like to list? What don't you like to list? What won't you sell?
I don't like to mess with clothing much at all, just because it seems like no matter how much you measure and how much you put in the description, there's always questions about, well, what about from, armpit to earlobe, and they ask some stupid questions. And
right.
Yeah.
And then they don't buy it.
Yeah, and then they don't buy it.
Right.
Or once you get it sold, then you go to pack it and it's got, deodorant in the armpit, and you're like, crap, how'd I miss that? But
do you sell any sports stuff? I mean, I saw that you bought like a beer tray from somebody here a while back, but do you sell any of that sort of stuff?
Wait, beer tray is a sport thing? Did you say sports stuff?
Usually sports and beer stuff go together.
I've sold, I guess.
Knock it off, Mike. Last week it was no sourcing allowed. This week we're going to put beer. I don't know.
So what's in that cup?
There's a reason I don't do lives, okay? This is Diet Pepsi. Look, see? Diet Pepsi. Normally I do Diet Cherry Pepsi, but I'm out, so.
So what are you chasing? Diet Pepsi.
What clear liquid did you put in there?
The more she drinks, the funnier she gets.
Armpit to earlobe measurements. Yes. So anyway, so you don't like clothing. What is, I mean, like you said already that you do your doilies and your whatever. Oh, I don't think I told you, but in that auction pile, this is why I love auctions. Auctions are amazing. So when I was at the auction with Chuck and Marcy, they just kept making this pile, making this pile. And so this manual typewriter gets thrown in the pile. And I said, okay, I'll give you $1. And so I got the whole pile. And I brought it home. And yes, it's been like, 2 weeks? Finally, when I was making my video and laying stuff out, I found this handkerchief. And it had a design of like Jonah and the ocean and all that. And it was like obviously a biblical themed hanky. And so then I thought, And I saw on the bottom it says Tammy and then a big S and then the word Keefe, Keefe. And so I looked up Tammy S. Keefe. Well, thankfully all the letters were there. It's not Tammy S. It's Tamis Keefe. He's an artist. He, she, whoever is an artist. And sure enough, that hanky is worth $40 in itself. Just the hanky. I'm like, because it's a collector's handkerchief. I don't know. Pretty crazy. That's my story. What do you think?
Hanky?
Just a handkerchief.
You made that up.
No, I'm telling you. I will put it in my. Well, I'm planning on putting it in the video, but I can't get that whole editing thing. Like, here, look at the handkerchief in the video.
So our guest next week too likes auctions too. So we have two people in a row that like auctions.
Yeah, well.
I just did the online auction thing because they haven't been doing their in-person auctions due to COVID, but they said they're hoping to start back up.
There was one person with a mask on at that auction on Saturday. And yeah, it was fine. I think.
We're not getting the mask discussions either.
Yes. No. I just mean
we're not starting that.
That area is completely open. Well, in fact, yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. So I'm a dude and can't use any of these them sizes. Any of what sizes? Oh, the earlobe to armpit measurement?
Well, they were talking about how guys usually know what their size is, so they order their size and they're done. They don't ask for all the weird measurements.
Okay, I see. A snot rag. Yes, actually. Well, it's funny because that was the one thing that I had to get used to when I started doing clothing at all, was all these measurements, because I was like, how many people do you know what they measure armpit to armpit?
I don't add those to my. I don't add the only measurements I add to my clothing ones are what size it is. And I've had in selling jeans, I've had so many people ask for measurements like, "What's the actual measurement?" I'm like, "You do know these stretch, like,"
Right.
and I'll give them the measurement, then they don't even buy it. So I don't even waste my time doing the measurements because I feel that even if I did measure them and put it on there, I don't think it's going to help it sell anyway.
Well, there are times though that I've measured the inseam and it shrunk so much that it's not a 30, it's a 29.
No,
and there are a lot of people that are like, that's too short.
And there are certain things though too. If you look at it, you can kind of say, well, each case is different though. I mean, there are certain clothing items you might want to measure, especially if you know if it runs small or large.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck is on it.
Yes, he is.
I'm just glad he wore the tie.
I got my finger on the pulse.
Mike started with a lot of clothes. Yeah, I used to do a ton. I used to do a ton of just shirts, but then I kind of got away from that because shirts don't sell that much for me anymore.
So do you and Marcy go to auctions together most of the time, or do you guys kind of go your own direction? Or
yeah, but that's kind of new for us because she always hated auctions before, and now I got her hooked. But she's much better with the thrift stores and that kind of thing.
Right.
How many thrift stores do you have near you? Like within a reasonable driving distance?
Like honestly, in a 20-mile radius, there might be 4 of them.
Oh, I don't have any in a 20-mile radius. I have to go to the city. It'll be a 45-minute drive.
That's about the same for us, though. We have about that many in a 20-mile radius. But see,
really?
and the thing is, though, like I was telling Angie, like she said she was driving somewhere. It was like 100 miles away. Well, I don't know how. It probably takes you like what, a half hour to go 100 miles because there's no red lights. For us to go 100 miles, it's gonna take 2.5 hours. Like,
yeah, but we get behind buggies and we get behind tractors and
combines.
Bigfoot runs across the road, and you got to watch for deer.
Stock trailers. Hey, it was fair time last week, so it was everywhere you looked. There was a stock trailer with a big old pick 'em up truck.
Wasn't there a big country concert out near one of you guys?
I can't remember who it was.
It was like a whole weekend worth of music, though.
Oh, Jones County Fair is this weekend. That will be a big one. And I don't remember who's there either. I don't go to any of that stuff. That's just too loud.
So how close is the closest thrift store to you, then?
Good night, James.
See you, James.
My closest Goodwill or anything is a 40-minute drive, and that is about 35 miles. So
yeah, I probably have
because we have to slow down for those small towns.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
We don't have an interstate out here. We're out in the sticks, you know.
Oh, really? Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I mean,
and
I think guys' clothes are so much easier than women's too, because like guys really know what they wear.
Well, I know what I wear, but a large in one company, because they want us women to feel good about ourselves. So, you know, I don't really wear a medium. I wear a small. Right? No, I am not a small in 99% of anything. But you know,
so is that all your death pile behind you, Chuck?
No, that's all listed. Everything you can see is listed.
Holy cow.
So it's not death pile. My death pile's hidden over there and over there.
You're like, I don't want to see it.
Up in the living room.
So is your eBay area in your house then, Chuck?
Yeah, we actually have 2 spots in the house for it, but.
Do you and Marcy keep your inventory separate?
Yes.
Obviously. Yes, I mean, you'd have to probably.
Yeah, and neither one of us have a great system.
I was going to say, who's better at organizing your inventory and stuff?
She actually is better at it because she's got a lot more listings and she can find things as fast as I can. But yeah, I got to change up pretty soon because the system I had worked great for being a much smaller hobbyist. But now that I'm growing and I'm getting more part-time and beyond, yeah, I'm having more.
So how many listings do you have?
Together we have right at 800. We're right around there. Probably, I don't know. I don't even know if I have 200 by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So do you guys have two separate eBay accounts?
No, we don't.
Okay, so you're all on the same one.
Yeah, for now. We've talked about it and we thought about it, but we're still just one store for now. One eBay.
So when it goes to Ching, you guys have to look to see who actually sold something because you don't know if it's you or her.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't make it to Ching anymore.
Yeah, it does it not work or?
Mine doesn't. Mine does not.
Mine hasn't cha-chinged. I think the first week I was on it cha-chinged, but then after that it does.
Really?
Yeah, my phone's on silent a lot anyway, just because being at work or and sometimes I honestly hate the phone, but I like looking and seeing that eBay notification though, and I know if there's 2 eBay notifications, that means I got paid for it. So.
Or you know that it's not some dumb notification because if I clicked on something else because I was looking something up, it will remember me and they'll send me an offer. I'm like, I wasn't interested in that item. I don't care. I was just clicking on it.
Macari is really weird with their notifications. I don't know if you guys sell on there, but
I've never made a sale on there.
I'll get a notification about it. Hey, you need some scuba gear? I'm like, no, I don't scuba.
Yes, Wisconsin is prime scuba diving.
Yeah, they're funny, but I don't know why they come up with these things. Here's something we think you'll like, horse saddles. Yeah, okay, whatever.
My son-in-law won a saddle on Sunday. They were having a raffle. But I think he may have, I wouldn't say he rigged it, but he bought $50 worth of tickets. So I'm like, well, of course you won. But it was a $200 saddle, so he made up pretty good. Wow, that's better than eBay.
Yeah.
What's that?
I was going to say, he probably still came out ahead, though.
Yeah. Yep. It was, wow.
I hate when you get that third notification from eBay. They buy it, then they pay for it, and then they come up with some weird request like, can you ship it to my mother-in-law's house in Cuba?
Or hey, I didn't mean to buy that.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Like, oh yeah.
You didn't mean to buy it. You clicked a lot to buy that item.
Yeah. You didn't hear my story about that manual typewriter. I listed it, because we were talking about how important it was to get listing. And I thought that thing's worth $100. I looked it up. I was so excited, and you're not going to believe it. But within 24 hours, it sold. And I'm like, yeah, for $119. I listed it for $129, got an offer for $119. I'm like, I'm good. Well, I had checked local pickup because somebody like Chuck might be willing to come get it. You never know.
I've been looking.
So I waited an hour and then I waited 2 and I thought, okay, I need to find out how are they going to come and, pick it up? Where am I meeting them and all that? So I sent them a message and I say, thank you so much for your recent purchase of this typewriter. Where would you like to make arrangements so that you can pick this up? And it was like a phone where it was dead. 10 minutes goes by, 15 minutes goes by, and finally I get a message that says, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought that meant something different. And all I could think of was, what did you think it meant? It's local pickup. I don't know.
So they thought you were going to ship it to them for that price?
They thought, from my understanding of the message, they thought that I go to them and they can locally pick it up for me. And I'm thinking, yeah, because I want to go out to California and bring. I don't know.
So did you end up canceling it, or what's happening?
Oh yeah. So the person said, well, so here's the thing. So I thought, well, I could throw in free shipping for $100 typewriter that I paid $1 for. Not a problem. And then I thought their feedback was 21. And I thought, by the way that I was looking at it, I thought if they don't understand what local pickup is, I'm not sure I want to do free shipping. You know, maybe they're just confused. And I thought, nope, I'm walking away from this. I'm going to get out of here. And so I canceled it, and I was just fine with that.
So you still have it?
Yeah, so I still have it. But it's a nice typewriter. You'd be shocked. I mean, it's got a locking case and the whole shebang.
Oh, I'm excited about it.
What's that?
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, well, I'm excited about it when I sell it, you know.
At least it doesn't count towards our little
competition.
Challenge. Yeah. Did you ever think of the hashtag you want to use?
I put it in an email to you. It's like eBay reseller challenge.
Hold on.
Midwest rocks. Right, Chuck?
I got it.
Midwest rules.
eBay resale challenge. I like 3 items, 30-minute no comps. Like,
I mean, that pretty much explains what it is.
No, I think here's the hashtag, and it's going to go back to last week. The no sourcing challenge.
No sourcing challenge.
Yeah. Whatever.
What's wrong with that?
Well, because that's remember you said that last week.
So that means I can go into my eBay inventory and just get whatever I want.
Well, no, because last week whenever you were explaining it, you said you can't source.
You're not allowed to source. Whatever. Details.
Leroy's here.
Hello, Leroy.
Leroy! Woo!
Did you ever make it to your van, Leroy?
I dropped my phone changing litter box and hit the turrets with the cat really over it. I wouldn't be shocked. That would. Now, somebody sent me a message like that. I would love to cancel it. Like,
I would be like, you win originality.
Yeah.
I'd be tempted to believe it just because it'd be so odd.
I hate these returns too, because it's like, if you ship the item back, it's going to cost me more money to get it shipped back to me. Like, I'm going to be out so much money by the time it even gets back to me. And I don't have that much into that item anyway, so it's kind of like, keep it. Like,
I've done that quite a few times. Yeah, don't bother. Just keep it.
And it's funny, I had somebody so I know you commented on the video, Chuck, about the OtterBox that I sold. Well, the person's returning it because they said, we need it for the S12, not the S6 that you sent me. It's It's like, it says S6 in multiple places. So they bought a label because they were going to have to pay the shipping back. But they haven't shipped it yet. And I don't think they're going to return it.
And then you can get a return or you can get that refunded to you. Because I had a return that was the same way. I sent a leather jacket to somebody, and conveniently both zippers quit working. So I sent them a label, and all the time went down, or the time expired. And sure enough, thankfully, eBay said no problem. And then they returned me the label.
This person had a bother because of the reason they picked for the return, it made them pay for the return shipping. So I'm like, whatever. Like, but they haven't shipped it. I keep checking the tracking number, and for the last couple of days, they haven't shipped it back. And I don't think they will. And plus, if you get a return shipped back to you, how do you know it's going to be your item anyway?
You don't.
Exactly. Order Mania's here. Remember, guys, everybody has a wrench. Feel free to drop your links. Get you some more subscribers out there. I had another Poshmark seller tell me.
Zoe, did you drop your link already? I'm not sure Zoe did.
Yeah, I don't do Poshmark, so.
We just started. I don't know anything about it. That's all Mercy.
Is Poshmark just all closed, I guess?
No. She's done well with some plush on there, actually.
Really? Maybe
so it's not entirely.
I'm going to write it down. I'm always... Yes. I feel the same way. I'm afraid and especially like the one item that was getting returned today. They were going to ship it back, but it was brand new in package, and they said it didn't work. So I'm like, you're going to ship it back to me, and it's going to be open now. So it's worthless to me.
Yeah, dumb.
Well, in all fairness, though, to the buyer, sometimes I'll send something vintage. What I'm learning is that I will say, this is, and I'll put it in the description, this is being sold as a collector item, not for the purpose intended. So that way I can say, hey, if you open this, you've ruined the collector's value. Do you know what I mean? And in other words, the stickiness on the envelope might not stick quite right. You're getting the envelope because it's a collector's envelope or something to that effect. Depends on what it is, but there's a lot of things that you can't expect it to work after 30 years of sitting around.
Correct.
Especially if it came with batteries in it. Can you imagine? Of course, nothing 30 years ago probably would have come with batteries. But
second highest platform.
Wow.
Interesting.
I heard Poshmark is a lot of work, though, that you got to constantly share your closet.
Everything but electronics. How long have you said you've been selling on there, Chuck? Well, at least your wife?
Minutes, like maybe a couple of weeks is all.
Oh, that's funny.
I might have to check it out.
I haven't looked at it once. I know nothing about it.
I should try to get my wife to sell it. Like, I should have her do that side of it.
You guys already have a lot of projects in the fire. I mean, that's a lot.
You have no idea. It's nuts. It never stops. What is everyone's average item sold per day on eBay?
That's variable. That's really variable. I just started a sale, so I have high hopes that I'll sell a bunch of stuff in the next however long. But
mine's been about 4.
Yeah, that's about right.
Some days
4 to 7.
Some days I might not have. I might have 0 sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But doing it part time, at least I don't have to worry about it paying my bills. So.
Right.
And of course, if you list, then I seem to sell more.
Well, it's funny you say that. I listed 83 things, and I did not sell as much as I would have if I listed 10. I feel like now. So I don't know.
Bobby listed 100 items the other day in one day. That's a lot.
Cap guy?
Yes.
No
His
kid.
new video came out today, and he was saying first he did like 12, then he was going for 20, and he got to 25, and then he got to 42, and he was trying to go for 50 and then 70. By the time he hit 70, he thought, I should go for 100. I was like, cool.
Well, do you guys ever use the variation option on the eBay auctions? Where you can list like a different variation of, say you have like a book series, you can list each book, but it'll just be in a drop down. Well, I finally started doing it, but the problem is you cannot offer best offer on those.
Huh.
Really?
Yeah, and I did some searching, and eBay, all the eBay community pages said that that's one option you cannot do.
Weird.
I never tried it though.
Well, I have a question. I have like 12 watchers on an item. Once you have so many watchers, you can't switch it over to auction. You have to close that listing and then switch it over to auction, right?
I never knew that.
Because I have a Batman mobile vintage from the 70s, and I think it's awesome and all that, and I just can't get it to move. I probably have 15 watchers on it, and I'm not dropping the price. I don't care. It's like, if I can't get this amount out of it, forget it.
What's it look like? How much are you asking? What's your store?
My store is Dayton Valley Deals. That's all you got to do is look it up, man.
What's the measurements?
What's that?
What's
I
the
don't know, it's probably
measurement
about this long.
No, of the wheel, between wheels in each door.
The wheelbase and the...
Yeah. I'm not interested, though, but I just want to know the measurements.
Does that have disc brakes?
Oh, my goodness. You guys are awful.
It's got a pistol grip shifter in it, or...
So Leroy started a challenge this month. 7 items listed a day, at least. No skipping days. That's not bad.
That's awesome. That's a good... That would be easy.
There's sometimes I come down here and I just don't have any motivation to list.
Yeah.
Right.
Like last night, I sat down here. I was like, okay, I'm going to list all this Tupperware. And then Rosilla Review, I'm going to give you a wrench.
So, Rosilla, what is your first name? Is it Rosilla?
That would be a cool first name. I hope it is. I think Rosilla is the cat's name.
That's a cute kitty.
I think I've run into that person before.
I'm horrible with names.
Well, this is Chuck, and I'm Angie.
I got yours.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's funny. My daughter asked me today. She goes, "So who's your guest tonight?" I said, "Back row bitter Chuck." She goes, "You don't have to say Chuck. I know who he is."
Really?
Nice.
That makes me feel so awesome.
I was like,
so what do your kids think of? What do your kids think of eBay, Chuck? Do they think you're crazy? Do they just shake their head?
Our oldest actually started around the same time we did. She does Etsy. She designs her own shirts and stickers and stuff, and so she's a reseller, and she's always been into thrifting stuff, and sometimes she flips it. So we got the bug on her. Our middle child loves to thrift, doesn't want to sell. She likes to buy clothes for herself. And our son has this gift too of finding. He'll go into a thrift store and find some cool old toy or something. He has an eye for it, but we can't get him too interested either. I think I'm hearing myself.
I know, right? Hello.
Am I too far away from the microphone?
I don't know. It was weird because your mouth wasn't lined up with the.
You're a ventriloquist. Marcy's over there going.
This is Mike.
So anyway, we only have one kid that's really doing it.
So there you
Did
go,
you catch that? He said, "Hi, I'm Mike."
The cat's name.
Oh, that's funny. Mike wrote that in his thing because you couldn't remember what names everybody was.
Yeah.
Never mind. It's beyond you.
No, it's not. My wife, like when we were in the other chat, my wife, man, she can remember everybody's name.
I was going to go back and say DMAC and somebody else was just talking about scammers. All I was going to say was make sure that your feedback is over 100, even if you have to go buy a bunch of little rinky-dink kind of things, or volunteer to your friends and family that you'll buy stuff on eBay for them, put it on your account, and they just have to pay you. However you can get past that 100 feedback, that is one way to make sure that the scammers don't come after you, I think.
Thanks for stopping by, Zoe. Hopefully you join us next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Zoe.
So what's the 100 subscriber have to do with that though? Or
100 subscribers.
100 feedback,
wait. Did you just say the wrong word? We got to go on. 100 subscribers. Yeah, everybody subscribe to me on eBay.
Yeah. Hey, you can save each other as sellers, so.
You guys need to play
the 100 feedback. They say that if you get over 100 feedback, then people won't know that you're brand new to eBay. So I had over 100 because I've been buying from eBay for years, since 2009. So it says I've been with eBay since 2009. I've just been a buyer with eBay for that long.
So Leroy, my email is in the description below. Hit me up, shoot an email over, or I will reach out to you on Instagram. It is $29.99 a minute, and we'll get you on.
If you can remember your name.
It's Leroy. My first live, he was one of the guests with me.
Nice.
And he's also a Steeler fan, so Leroy's a good dude.
Oh, tell me he's not from that section of the country, though, right? I mean,
I think he's in South Carolina.
Chuck, what do you have? Are you combing your beard?
I don't know what this is. Do you know what it is?
Looks like a back scratcher.
Maybe for cleaning a grill.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, yep. That's what it'd be, a grill scraper.
Sorry. Yeah, it was combing my beard.
You know what? Is that one of those ones for like a George Foreman grill?
It could be. I don't know. I got it with a bunch of other crap.
Well, I got a little plastic box the other day, and I put it on Dominic's reseller group, and nobody answered me except for Philly Flipper. The box is only about this big, and it's blue and it's clear, and it's a cartoon character, and he's got an apron on, so the man's full, like a barbecuing apron. It's got the letter C on it. Any ideas? Chuck,
Leroy's comment?
Guy. What's that?
See Leroy's comment where he's from?
Rhode Island, but now he's in South Carolina. Okay, so he can get away with it then. I'm just glad he's not in Pennsylvania.
Scraper for George Foreman.
There you go, Chuck. That should be worth at least $20.
Yeah, well, it probably is.
I'll sign it and make it worth even more.
I was thinking it would ruin the worth of it.
What? I'm going to sign it as George Foreman.
Oh. Yeah. I was all excited that in that box, do you remember those tips and those CDs that I got at the auction and I offered them to you? Do you remember? I told you, hey, you can have all those.
Yeah.
In there was an autographed tape from Bill Anderson, and I was super excited. So I went on eBay to see how much it was worth, and somebody else was selling the exact same thing for like $14.99, which for a cassette, that's pretty great, but I'm not sure.
Who's Bill Anderson?
It wasn't any sold comps.
I used to work with a Bill Anderson.
Well, this is Bill Anderson, the singer. You know what, Larry? That's fine. I will. Oh, wait. I think I do have a photo of that, to be honest. How about that?
What are we showing?
What's Bill Anderson saying?
You don't know who Bill Anderson is?
No.
He's a country singer. He sang about the deck of cards, about how he puts the deck of cards in a religious. Oh my goodness! Really, you guys? The ace being. Never mind. You have one God. Never see if I go into that, somebody will think I'm being like overly religious or whatever. So let's just say Bill Anderson is a country gospel singer. There you go. Never heard of him. Go figure. I'm looking for a photo of my. What's that?
The only person I know. Bill Anderson taught me how to change a head gasket in my mom's car. He helped me fix it. That's the only Bill Anderson.
The little box is not glass, it's plastic. And it's one of those that, well, I could probably go get the container faster than I can find the dumb picture. I know right where it is. Oh, blah, on with the box. Oh, here it is. Looky there. All right, now let me see if I can get it up on the screen without it being.
Oh.
You kicked her good.
There you go.
I see nothing.
Okay, see?
Closer.
I was trying to.
Closer. Oh, I don't know who that dude is. Ah, there we go.
Philly Flipper thought it was Crackle of Rice Krispies.
That's what he looks like. That's what I was just going
to No. If you look up Crackle, he's more like elfish. His ears stick out. I mean, even the vintage. Okay, I'm going to go get it so you can see exactly what I mean. Hold on.
Take your time.
Keep talking.
Somebody said George Jetson. So I
don't think it's George Jetson.
No, it's not George Jetson. That did kind of look like the Rice Krispies guy, though.
Swinging. Oh, I've heard the swinging song. Is that Bill Anderson? Is that what Bob Hightower's talking about?
Maybe.
Or is he just making an offer? I don't swing.
Nope.
Just a swinging.
So when's your next live? Is it Thursday?
Yes. Me and Nate are going to be on Nate's channel Thursday. Friday, I think I'm going live with Gino again.
Okay, so we're going to do a vintage items lesson.
Hold on. Do you want me to make you the whole screen again?
No, that's okay.
No, I'll do it.
Okay, so this is the little box I was talking about. All right. I'm putting some white behind it so you can see it a little bit better. Is he upside down? He's upside down, isn't he?
What?
Okay.
I think it's Crackle.
It is not Crackle.
It kind of looks like Crackle.
Okay, so here's it's a blue and white little plastic case.
Yeah, you put Rice Krispie treats in it.
Yeah.
No, you guys.
I'm telling you.
See how it snaps on the one end? Oops.
He's saying, "Look at my Rice Krispie treat." Yeah.
You can Google it, and there are no pictures of Crackle, especially vintage Crackle, looking anywhere near. Oops. See, it works better if I put a piece of paper behind it, because then you can see that it's blue. Okay, so there's that. And then what it had in here, believe it or not, all these vintage curler holders. Does that date us, Chuck? I know what those are. Your grandma used to put curls in her hair?
My great grandma, maybe.
Really, Chuck? My mom used to put curlers in like that, the little curls, and then anyway.
Well, we're from a different era.
Well, yeah. Okay, so I got another really cool thing that I think that might have been in that. No, this was in a different, I don't know if you can, yeah, there you go. This is, somebody want to guess what this is?
Oil of Olay.
Guess what this is. So it looks like kind of like a canister. Somebody put like,
BBs.
let's see, like paper clips and stuff in there. Oops. And this little label right here on the other container that I have, which I can't find at the moment, it actually had somebody's name on it, and it used to be a prescription bottle. Can you imagine getting your prescriptions in that big of a bottle? That is a big bottle. That is about 4 inches tall. And I mean, talk about resources that,
Maybe they were suppositories, so they were big.
And the stopper says patent pending. Anyway, so the other bottle that I have has a person's name on it, and it says take 2 or 3 each hour of the day, blah, 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 that type of thing. And it says the doctor's name and everything. This one doesn't, but I couldn't find the one but I thought, look at how big that bottle is for prescriptions. Those must have been horse pills. What do you think? Oh, and last but not least, this was in my box of goodies. I put this as an Instagram post. How about that? Woo!
So how do you like Instagram so far?
I really love. I no wonder people are much more into Instagram. So they're from the 1950s or 60s.
Those prescription?
Yes, and they would have had, and they actually had the elastic band that you'd wear, like for basketball. And the brand name is Chris. There's actually a comp of these that's $39.99.
Those are hot.
Yeah, right?
Put them on.
No. Okay, you ready? Don't I look like I'm ready to go play basketball?
Those look like novelty glasses.
No, these are, yeah. These are all that in a bag of chips, man. But they're all American, and there's even like a number on them and all that. So anyway, the pair that sold before these were $39.99. There was no lenses in them. So I don't know if the lenses make it worth more or less. Yeah, I don't know why we keep that going.
I'm assuming somebody put their own lenses in, so I would guess it wouldn't matter. I don't know.
Interesting. Those were horse pills.
Did you Google lens that C guy?
Yes, and all it brought up was other cartoon characters. Not Crackle. Oh, Pillsbury Doughboy. That's who it brought up.
He's getting some weight.
From that.
Yep. I don't know what to tell you. I will keep searching. I was wondering if it wasn't like another brand, like Clark or the Clark bars. Remember the Clark candy bars? Come on, Chuck. Don't fail me now, man.
Thanks for stopping by, Mike.
Good night, Mike.
Same
for your time. Buddy Holly glasses. It needs a piece of tape in the center. Right? Didn't Buddy Holly have tape in the middle of his glasses?
I don't think.
What do you think, Chuck?
Oh, no, I don't think he did. You're thinking of Steve Urkel.
Yeah.
Yep, that sounds about right. Oh, yeah.
Mike knows what he's talking about, so.
Yeah, it could be. That was Harry Potter. Harry Potter had much thinner lenses, though. I mean, but look at how flat they lay. I mean, they're supposed to lay that flat.
Why?
I don't know.
How do you know you didn't break them? I think you broke them.
No, they go all the way around.
I'm not buying them. You broke them. Are they reversible? Maybe they're reversible.
Clark Bars didn't have a mascot.
One side makes things closer and one thing makes them further away.
Whew. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So somebody say the most exciting thing they've sold besides my cool damper thing.
Exciting thing?
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, most surprising thing that you have sold lately.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
You haven't sold anything lately, Chuck?
I have, but I don't. As soon as I sell it, it's out of my simple little brain.
And that's why I'm looking at eBay right now.
Yeah, I thought I'd bring mine up too because I can't think right off the top of my head. I saw that somebody said BBC is a great. If you ever see BBC and it's any fairly good quality movie, that you really need to grab it if it's like $1.
BBC movies.
Anything BBC that doesn't look like junk.
Because they sell those at the sometimes.
What's that?
Sometimes at Dollar Tree they'll have BBC documentaries and stuff. But I've never had good luck flipping.
That's what I just sold. It was the woman that wrote Little Women, the author that wrote it. A B name on the clips. Brand name. That's a good point. There is. Oh, wow. Should I get my reading glasses? Where's my reading glasses?
Put on your Harry Potter.
Yeah. I've sold nothing interesting in the past week.
Oh, my. I can't read through that.
Oh, here's something interesting I sold, I guess. From 1977, I sold an Oscar the Grouch Fisher-Price toy with the little squeeze ball, and you squeeze the ball and he pops up. That was kind of cool. I got $15 for that.
Yeah, you probably paid 50 cents out of it for it.
Even less, maybe. So there, I had something interesting. I guess. Here's something else even more interesting. I sold Microsoft Works Suite 2000 7-disc set.
You did not, really?
Yeah.
I have that.
Came free with our computer when we bought it, turn of the century there, and I don't know. I've heard people say that they sell them, so I saw it laying around. I don't know why I still had it, honestly, and listed it. And so, I only got $15 for it, but it was. They do sell old software.
Larry sold a Frankenhooker VHS tape for $160.
Now that's interesting, right there.
Wow, Frankenhooker. Yeah, never mind. I'm not sure I want to know. So somebody asked what the brand name was on these.
Yep.
It's Lady Eller.
You're echoing really badly. Maybe I'll move you back up here. Maybe that's why.
How could that make a difference?
I don't know. I'm just trying anything.
It does a little bit.
It's magic.
Oh. I don't know.
Frankenhooker.
I'm not even gonna search it.
Google it now.
Well, I'm gonna look up these. I don't know what you call these curler clips.
Yes, curler clips.
That's an interesting VHS tape.
I wonder how many Oscars that movie got.
I don't know, but...
What do you mean, Larry? You knew Chuck would have liked that.
If you ever see that, pick it up, though, because it does sell pretty well.
Oh, I will from now on. Frankenhooker. That would make a great nickname for somebody.
I'd like to find it sealed. I don't even see any that have been sealed.
Oh, I can't imagine what that would get you.
Because they're probably on average of $150 pre-owned.
No kidding.
There's nothing listed that says Lady Ella for vintage Lady Ella. It's all like an actress or something. Weird. Yeah, they're starting to rust. They're a little old.
Aren't we all?
Who was saying they were vintage? Somebody up here was saying they were vintage.
Nakoma,
yeah.
Lady Eller. Were you spelling? Were you saying Ella?
I think it's Ella.
Well, Nakoma.
Oh, here, Nakoma Fine's finding for you.
Eller. What's that?
Yeah.
No.
Unless he's messing with you.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh my goodness! I put it in Ella. Eller.
You might have some money there. Too bad you can't use it in your challenge.
54. Oh, but they have the original box, 54 pieces for $39.
So when I do the challenge, I'm looking for Lady Eller and Frankenhooker.
You find a Frankenhooker, you win.
If I don't find those two things, I'm done.
I don't know.
I just got to make sure I pick the right thrift store. That's going to be tricky.
Well, I was going to stop today, and actually, because we were out by a thrift store today, we didn't run the Costco, and I was like, you know what, let's go to Goodwill now. Let's film this. Let's get it out of the way, but I didn't. I wanted to wait and be fair. And so, are you going to message Paul, Angie?
Sure.
Okay, I'll let you message Paul, and Nakoma actually put the image in the chat for you. So, and the chat
No
will
way,
be
really?
up. The chat will be up afterwards.
Well, this does not say Eller. It says Ellen. The N is really hard to read. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not. Probably not.
Looks like a sewing machine part.
Right. Well, I'm trying to, make it so it's big enough, but yet it's
Closer.
too glaring.
Hold on.
Closer.
Well, hold on. Let me turn my light off and see if that helps. Ooh, timber. That was my. Okay, that probably doesn't help.
Spin it clockwise. Turn it clockwise.
Clockwise? Yeah, it's not going to work. That's right. They are 1930s? Wow.
Yeah. And Nakoma Fine says it's on original backer, though.
Yeah, see, I don't have, all I got is that. That's what that was in was, where are they? In that little man's box. The other one is the plastic, the curlers, the wire curlers that women used to use, those little plastic rods. That was what was in the other box, and I emptied it. So, not that I threw them away because I knew they were vintage because I remembered my mom wearing them. Lady Ellen is showing for $7. Yeah. Interesting. Well, and that's, to me, that's what it goes to show you, is that you go to an auction and everybody wants to throw all this stuff away because they think it's not worth anything. Chuck and Marcy and I were bidding against this guy that was kind of ruthless, and he rifled through stuff and he left this pile. And so I just asked him, I said, are you done with that? Or, like, is any of that, what are you going to do with that? And he goes, oh no, I'm just throwing that away. You can take whatever. And sure enough, that's where I found like that's where I found those glasses that are $40. These that are worth $40. But I ain't sold them yet. That's what I always find is funny. Is these are, resale value, whatever. Well, that's good, but you have to sell them first.
You don't list it anywhere, worth nothing.
Well, that's true. Well, potential maybe. Nope. Okay. Well, anyway.
They'll sell it at your estate auction.
Good point. I've thought of that, believe it or not, with all this inventory that I have. I think, wow, what would happen if something happened to me? Man, my family would kill me. Oh, wait, I do that already, so whatever. Anyway.
We've been going almost an hour and a half.
Yep.
So, you want to tell everybody what you have up in store, Angie?
Well, I've got a video coming out. Hopefully it'll come out tomorrow, but might come out on Wednesday. But, should be coming out really soon about my little adventure up to Wisconsin. And I just got on Instagram, just found out how to post. Couldn't figure out that before. And yeah, so, our challenge for this week, we have Philly Flipper and Yinzer is going to do a challenge against me and back row bidder Chuck. The Midwest awesome people are taking on the Pennsylvania people. And what the challenge is we have to pick out 3 items in 30 minutes, and we cannot comp on eBay at all. And if it sells within the week before the following next Monday, we get credit double. So if it's a $50 item and it sells between now and next week, instead of just getting credit for 50, you get credit for 100. So that's that.
Should we post a video like before next Monday? So we're showing what we did?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking it needs to go up at least by Monday, for sure, Monday morning, if, at the latest. So that people, if they want, they can watch it before then. I know. I feel like all Yinzer does is sit on his computer and make his videos. He's rocking it, man.
Well, that's what happens whenever you have a lot of videos and you can schedule them so far out that's what I do. So Chuck, let us know what you have going on your channel.
Well, I'm supposed to have a video posted Wednesday. I'm not sure I'm going to have one this week. Got that challenge thing. Friday night, I think I'm going live again with Gino from Gino's Finds. We did it last week, nothing planned, and we had a lot of fun, and he asked if I'd come back on again this week with him, and I said sure. I don't know if it's going to be a regular thing or not. I probably shouldn't, but Thursday night, we still have the Beardo Show on, and that's on Nate's channel this week. I forgot who our guest is. It's a friend of Nate's. That'll be a lot of fun, and other than that, I'm going to be working my tail off. Listy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's always good. And I think next week we have Pittsburgh Picker on next Monday night. So another local guy for us.
Oh, we don't have Johnny?
Johnny is on, I think he's on August 2nd.
Oh, okay. Okay.
My wife and I are having our other live on Saturday night this week, and our guest is the 5 resellers. So that should be a very interesting one.
That would be a cool show, I think.
I really want to pick their brains because they seem just.
Chuck, your guest is Corey.
Yeah, I know his name's Corey. I just didn't know what I couldn't remember his
Seafish 0031.
Seafish? That sounds right.
Yep. Got a couple comments there.
Yep.
An 1868 water.
Yeah. How did you know it was 1868? I mean, that would be really cool.
Did they even have water back then?
Larry, I don't think I'm subscribed to you. Can you drop your link? Or I can just look up Larry.
Oh. And everybody, you can drop your links too, because the chat will go up with this afterwards. I did check the box, so.
I'm subscribed to you now, and I will watch your video later. I mean, we already have problems with an echo. We don't need any more worse, but let's see. Which one are you? Oh, the eBay basement man cave plus secret reveal. That looks like a really cool.
It does look cool. I got it playing right now without sound. Will that count? I've always heard it doesn't count if you don't have sound. Is that true?
That's what I heard. That's what I heard too. So
I don't see why it couldn't.
Johnny mentioned that in his show the one day.
But he didn't think it did?
No, somebody else said that, and he was like, "Yeah." He goes, "If you mute somebody's video, it does not count towards their watch hours."
It's stamped on the bottom. Wow, 1868. That's amazing.
That is really cool.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us, and hopefully you tune in next Monday, and we will see you later.
It's a lot of fun. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks for coming on, Chuck. It was good to see you.
Bye,
hey.
And good luck.
You got this.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Midwest. Woo! Pennsylvania.